guys, another quick video for you. I'm going to show you how to make Yorkshire puddings and make big ass bad boy Yorkshire puddings. So let's get on with it. For the Yorkshire puddings you'll need 2 eggs, which we're going to beat, some oil to go into your tins. I'm using rapeseed oil because it's healthier, 100 grams of flour, plain flour, some milk, and just a little bit of salt. Secret weapon, a large whisk, which does a good job. First thing we do, and this I believe is the secret to it, is we whisk the eggs. Give them a good old beating. So we're going to get plenty of air in there. This is why I say use a big whisk. It starts to fluff, starts to get fluffy like that. All I do is add just a pinch of salt, like that, into the mix. Eggs done. Next, we add the flour. Adding the flour. Now the secret to this, we've done our whisking, so all we're going to do now is stir. We're not going to whisk anymore. It's just going to be a stirring motion because this is nice and fluffy. Add your flour. Don't mess about with it. Just stick it in. 100 grams. Remember, if you want to, this is to make 6 Yorkshire puddings. If you only make 12, just double the recipe. Just double the recipe. So all we're going to do is stir that in. This is the technique you want. Now you see it's starting to go like super glue. So this is where we add the milk. Just a bit at a time. Whoops. And just stir. You can see it's starting to mix in. Remember that you want this not to be too runny, because that will make your Yorkshire puddings go flat. But you don't want it too thick, because too thick and they don't rise as well, they don't go as crispy. So all I'm doing now is I'm mixing this in. I don't know whether you can see, but just trying to get all the lumps and bumps. I'm not whisking, I'm stirring with the whisk, which is going to help get rid of all the lumps and bumps. And it looks like we've roundabout got it right the first time, which is amazing. If you want to test it, it should stick to the back of a spoon. If it sticks to the back of a spoon, it's good. It's all good. And as you can see, that's sticking to the back of the spoon. So we're just going to whisk in the rest of just to make sure the lumps are all gone. Not whisk, stir. Sorry, I said whisk, I meant stir. Now lumps. But near enough all gone. So we've got a good mix. I don't know whether you can see that. It's a good mix. Now we transfer it into a jug. Take our mixture, pour it into the jug. Scrape it all out, get it all in there. Now, when we've got this all in, so we don't want to waste any, so our mix is in jug. Just going to sit this in the fridge now and put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Doesn't matter if you go over, you can put it in there for a couple of hours. But what you will need to do when you get this out, you'll find it thickens a little bit. So you just need to add just a touch more milk just to make sure that you keep your consistency where you need it for your Yorkshire puddings. Our next step is the oil. So, like I said, I've got rapeseed oil. And what you do is fill the bottoms. Put quite a bit in. Just enough to cover the bottom. And then just slightly come up. There is a really clever way to do this with 12 tins, with a 12 tin, but I will show you that probably a later date. So around about even quantity of the oil inside there. Now what we do with this goes in the oven on a high temperature, and while it's in there, you just leave it in there because you want this to smoke. You want this hot as hell. So when you put your mixture in, your mixture actually starts to cook as you're putting it in. That's why we put it in a jug. But yeah, this goes in the oven for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes without anything in there. And then we'll see how she goes. So guys, I've got the mix is all done as you've seen. I have got the trays in the oven. And I've got the oven on 240 degrees, so it's going to be really hot. And like I said, we're going to leave them in there, the trays in there with the oil for about 30 to 40 minutes. And that should get them nice and hot and steaming. This is the mix after it's been in the fridge for a while, and as you can see it's got a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to add just a touch of milk. Just a touch, just to thin it up. And again, just give it a stir. Still good consistency, and we're ready to go. So we'll get our tin out of the oven and we'll put it in. And now we put our mix into tins, and as you can see it's fizzing up. That's what you're after. Just a tad little bit too much oil in these, I think. And there we go. Now we just pop them back in the oven, leaving it at 240 degrees. That what you call Yorkshire puddings. There you have it guys, Yorkshire puddings. Really easy to do. Just make sure that you get the oven temperature at 240. I know I said I turned it down, but I didn't, I just left it at 240. Some people will turn the oven up on as high as it can go and then turn it down to 240. I don't really bother, I just set it to 240 and let it go for it. And they've always turned out alright. Okay. Till next time, bye guys.